Welcome to Gamescom.
Fantastic. New trains all access.
We just want to talk to Yorvith.
Wait at the clearing. The dwarf knows where. We'll let Yorvith know.
Make sure you do. Come on, Geralt.
Okay, now it's on. I'll guide you through this part of the presentation. But before we start, I'll just mention that it's not the final version of the game, obviously. So we might find some minor glitches or things we will still be working on. Okay, so we're in this ancient forest. That's a location moved straight from a PC version of the game. And as you can see, it's really dense in terms of all those plants that live down here. We have a lot of trees, a lot of grass, and it all works really fluently on the Xbox. We've also implemented the major post-processes like screen space ambient occlusion, all the other visual effects that make this sun look so nice, sun shafts, sun flares. This part of the location looks really beautiful, but we are still working on developing even better visual quality of the game.
How many more can there be?
Okay, this was some random spawn of monsters, but it wasn't a big problem for a monster hunter.
Elven pricks have planned. Been there once.
What are you talking about?
That clearing is a monster's lair. Huge horse sun with a shell in its back.
An Ericus in these parts? I thought that was impossible.
I don't know the shit's name, but it's terrifying. They sent us into a trap.
Tough. Let's go.
Okay, this forest is a really huge and open location, but for this demonstration, of course, we've chosen a story-heavy part of the game, so we just use a single small part of the whole location. Anyway, of course, player will have a lot of freedom. They'll be able to explore this location. There are many interesting places down here, many items to be found, and many places to be discovered. Yeah, that's a good place to take a look around. You can see how actually big the forest is. Somewhere back there, there's a small town of Flotsam. We won't be going there today, but it's a very interesting place, so when you'll be able to play the game, you have to visit it for sure. Yes, more plants, a lot of freedom, but right now, let's try to focus in the orbit. Let's try to find this guy.
We're here. That creature prowls down there.
Right where we're supposed to meet Yorvith.
Exactly. Any ideas?
I last fought an Ericus some time ago.
I never had the swiving pleasure. Not that I mind.
Wait here.
What are you? To think me a limp prick?
Okay. So this forest is not only huge and beautiful with all the, sun falling through the leaves from above, leaves falling down the trees, but it's also very dangerous. We have many different types of enemies down here, not only elven bandits, but also many different types of monsters. Sometimes they spawn in some random places, and some of them have their nest around.
This is the place the elves mentioned.
That thing approaching us is no elf.
I'll leave it to you, Geralt. Monsters are not my speciality.
Okay, so combat in Witcher 2 is not only dynamic, but also quite tactical. And in order to defeat some of the bigger enemies, you have to use many gameplay options, like the bombs you could prepare earlier in the alchemy system, your different fighting styles, plus magical signs like this one, that's a magic trap. If you stun your enemy, and if you manage to attack his back, which is not guarded too well, we couldn't do it, we weren't fast enough. But if we did, it would be much more effective. Anyway, we killed the guy.